We're on! We're on! Yes! Finally! Good morning! Oh yeah!
I haven't seen your head. It's lovely.
Oh yeah! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
You can call me Claire or whatever you want. I will be moderating this next panel. Are you excited? Do
Yep.
you have any Helluva Boss fans in here?
Right over here! Hell yes!
And Hasbin Hotel?
Woo-hoo-hoo!
Alright, now what I want you to do for me is when I introduce each person to whoop and cheer until they sit down. Can we do that?
Hell yeah!
Can we do that?
Yeah! Woo!
Let's welcome our first guest to the stage. It's the wonderful Christina Vee!
Shante in the house! First up, Christina Vee. Next up, we have the creator, Viziepop. Oh, wait, no, that was Lindbeck.
The mics are on the table there. Please take the mic. Okay, next up, can we have a huge round of applause for Brandon Rock?
Yeah! What's up, my man? It's Brandon Rogers!
And last, but by all means not least,
Return!
huge round of applause for Vivian Madrana!
And we have Viziepop! Woo! The excitement for this begins! Woo!
I know. Do we have something blocking our parts?
My parts are on display.
I know.
It's a little bit early for that. We're the barricade for your protection. Now, guys, are you excited for this weekend at LA Comic Con?
Yeah!
I'm so excited. Oh my God, we're on the TV up there. And we're promoting IGN. How much are they paying us to be in?
1 penny!
I haven't seen any of it.
Not fucking enough!
Single check for this.
Your OnlyFans revenue!
Can you have a mic on? We need all 4 mics on, please. Sound passing. Vivian's mic's not working. Sound low, yeah. We got the sound, please.
We have a flash!
There's a
Brandon
delay.
and I were just saying that it's nice to do a convention in our hometown.
God damn it, Mammon!
Yeah, it's nice to
We all got to sleep in our own beds last night, I think.
We had sex!
You think?
I'm speaking for myself. I'm good.
Were you all in your own beds?
I've been masturbate every night.
Vivian, is your mic has been taken away? Can we share a mic? Can we share a mic? Now? Yes!
Woo!
Vivian has a voice. Round of applause. We've got the mic working. Now, I want to ask, I have just celebrated my first year in LA. Thank you. I'm not living in a box under the freeway, so I survived. So I wanted to ask you guys, what is one thing that you discovered about living in LA that nobody told you about?
One thing that we discovered in LA that
Nobody told you about.
no one told me about. How many donuts and sidekicks are here?
Sidekicks?
Sidekicks.
Sidekick.
Yeah.
I thought you said sidekick, like a superhero.
Oh, yeah. There are not many sidekicks. A lot of men in tights, but
psychics, yeah.
Yeah.
They're a lot.
There's a lot of fortune tellers.
I feel like you've not done the LA experience until you've done like a tarot reader or a psychic. Or a sidekick.
Or get a parking ticket. Or get towed.
Yeah. Are you
I've
back?
been towed, ticketed, bashed, rear-ended, T-boned. Man, I've had it all happen to me while I've been on somewhere to go.
I was kidnapped. I got in a car accident and I called the tow truck, and then a tow truck showed up and he's like, "Yes, I'm AAA." I'm like, "Okay." So I'm in the car and then AAA calls like, "Hey, we're here. Where are you?" I'm like, "I'm with you." He's like, "Don't move. Put me on speakerphone." It was a whole ordeal. That's my island. I grew up here, but that was that's happened to me.
Did they get the guy? Did they, like, what happened?
He pulled over. They had like the cops on the line, so he pulled over and let me and my car free.
Oh my god.
Horrifying.
It's crazy.
Oh my god. Well, yes. So don't, what were we talking about?
LA is a nice place.
LA is great. And don't let that happen.
Scary LA stories. Helluva Boston Boston Hotel. Let's talk about that. Let's not talk about kidnapping and tow trucks and sidekicks.
You might be a little offended. I've never been
Back to when you first conceived this idea. I mean, it's taken off clearly, and people absolutely love it. But when you first started, what was your idea for it?
Well, I mean, I've had it for a very long time. Like, has been some of those characters I've had like really far back, and so I've been like working on it and trying to do something with the characters. And it wasn't until like college that I sort of put together what it would be and made the original pilot. And then Helluva Boss kind of spawned from that. I was developing what that world would look like, what the show would look like, and I was making lots of characters for it. And these characters felt like they had a life of their own. So I met with Brandon and I pitched you a number of ideas because I was like, I want to work with this guy, but I don't know if he'll like this one that I want to do. So I'm going to have a couple more just in case. And you did like Helluva, and I'm very glad because it's a shared universe. So, you know, both shows are very similar in style, but they're very different in story, and so they're kind of, it's a nice opportunity to explore a world that's so expansive.
What were the early days of writing? Like, how do you kind of, I guess, form that chemistry together?
Oh, we met at there's a diner that we go to called Lancers, and we would just go there every night. We would order our usual. It was usually coleslaw and sausage and chicken tenders and Dr. Pepper. And yeah, we just would have her laptop and we would kind of just brainstorm ideas. We would kind of start with larger concepts and then break them down into, okay, that would be a good episode on its own, and this would be a good episode on its own. And we kind of did the broad strokes first. And I remember we started meeting more and more. We got to like, it was like every other night or something like that. We would just get together and have coffee and spend hours at this diner writing this show that, I mean, I think we kind of had an idea. The intent was for it to be successful, so that was always kind of in our mind. But I don't think at the time we quite knew that this was going to happen. It felt very organic, like very, like we're two students working on a homework assignment that we really, really, really want to get right. And yeah, so that was. But I already forgot what the question was.
That was it.
All right.
Yeah, classic Brad and everyone. We've done like 3-4 panels together.
We have, and I always forget everything. And just keep talking, and I hope you interrupt me.
There's a lot of yes anding and then shouting about and Richard is not here.
No.
But
R.I.P. Danny, don't laugh at that. He's a treasure. I said R.I.P.
No. What's the treasure?
You guys, Erica and Christina, what was the chemistry like with the cast? Is it instant chemistry when you guys all met together as well and you read the characters?
Well, we've actually never recorded for Helluva together. I like to think Christina and I have great chemistry independent of the show. Yeah, we all actually, for the feedback is my ADD.
I know it's great.
Baby. Yeah, I actually, so Veronica wasn't part of the pilot, and the only group record that I've been a part of was for the pilot. Yeah, I'd say we all have really good chemistry. I had no idea what was going on. I've said it a million times, but when I auditioned for Helluva Boss, I thought it was a furry fighting game. I'm nominated, happy to be here. Yeah, I like to think we all have good chemistry.
In terms of the community, the fans, and how much people take you to their hearts, what do you think people are connecting to? Like when they come and meet you at conventions, when they talk to you, what is it they're connecting with the show, the characters, what do they say to you? No, we've got mic issue. Oh, there we go, we got it.
Hello, can you hear me now? I get a lot of people who relate to Veronica's journey, dating, and now a lot who really love how, I know she's not human, but she's like more humanized, like there was a reason why she became who she is.
Erica, do you want to add in?
Sure, yeah, I think Luna is a comfort character for a lot of people. I think because she says exactly what she's thinking, and it's sort of a nice self-insert power fantasy. You know, for me, when I'm recording for Luna, and I think also for other people when they're watching. And also I think how she's growing and we're peeling back the layers. She's a very angry onion, you know, and eventually we'll get there.
And Brandon, is there anything that surprises you when people come up to your table, they talk to you that you didn't think about with your character? Like,
Well, we've just introduced a character who's obsessed with my character. And some people will just dress up as her, and some people fully do the whole Kim embodiment thing. And so far, no major boundaries have been crossed, but I think the floodgates have been opened. And so, yeah, and nothing really. Sometimes people will pick me up.
Ooh.
When people pick me.
Oh, I know this one.
Yeah, that's always a little strange. But it's also kind of fun.
It's a little weird.
It's weird.
Maybe don't do that.
Maybe it's a
Don't
song.
do that. Don't do that.
Yes.
and Vivian and Brandon, are there any times when you've been writing together where, because you're human, where you've had writer's block, there are certain episodes, storylines or arcs you just can't push through? How do you get past that?
I don't know if I've ever heard Viv say that she's having writer's block.
Oh, all the time.
I know this all the time, but I've never heard her come and be like, oh. Well, actually, no.
Yeah, well, right now it's like the schedule is really crazy. Like obviously I can't get into like the minutia, but everyone knows now that season 3 and 4 has got greenlit, which is awesome. But that's also a fuck ton of writing. And then we've also got Helluva Boss writing. And so there's a lot. So I'm alive.
Can I ask I have a quick question. I'm gonna do some piggybacking. As someone who's only in the writer's room for one of the shows, is there a big difference in the process between writing each show?
Yeah. Well, I will be very careful with my answer. I will just say I personally kind of prefer how we write on Helluva. It's a lot more fluid. It's very, I mean, the writing room that we've cultivated is also like basically comprised of close friends, so everyone's really understanding of like, let's just jump in real fast, like, and do a session today or whatever. And so that's nice because my schedule is really crazy. So it kind of works out to be more like, everyone's available today, all right, let's do it today. You know what I mean? And then with like you, we kind of have a more untraditional, so we're like, you know, we've had a few brainstorm sessions, and then we kind of pass off, like, I'll write a bit, and then you write a bit, and then we kind of go over it. So I like that process personally. So, you know, it's just because it's very, like, flexible, I would say, you know.
It is fun. I like brainstorming and throwing things into the plot and then meld and mix them and combine ideas and movies. I like having when we have like all of us on a group chat, we do like things such as a Discord.
Yeah, we'll use Discord. Which is also nice.
Discord and we'll be on there for hours and hours just like workshopping different versions of jokes, and it really is it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's really fun. We'll do like a final revision, like a draft, like it's like the 5th draft of the script, and we'll go through like line by line and kind of go, this one could be funnier, and then in all kind of punch it up, and that'll be really funny. Because by the end of that, I feel really good about it. I'm like, yeah, this is like the best version.
Yeah.
I had a process question in terms of acting when I was on. So when I got to LA, I did the stereotypical thing of doing classes. I did a million classes. It was like, I'm in LA, bro. I'm gonna like, try all these things. And they have lots of different things where they talk about access it from, these different exercises to get into character. For a show like this, do you use any of those kind of stereotypical acting techniques to kind of warm up, get into character, that kind of thing?
Richard taught me I was blowing bubbles in a cup. Like if you we talked about this too, the straw thing, yeah. And you just like
Hold on.
for like minutes, and it's weird. But I do that, and that really helps me, especially because we usually record around like 11 or to noon, or so it's like my voice is not at 100% still at that hour, and so it is nice to do vocal warm up.
What about you guys?
I just sing show tunes in the car. That's all I do basically to warm up. Yeah, I sing to warm up my voice. I sing to warm up a lot, so that's yes. And then I'll do like lip trills, just the basic stuff. It's really easy for me to fall into voicing Luna, like her primal rage I can relate to. So it doesn't really take much. I remember one time I was heading to a record and I was almost late and the traffic was really bad. And I just remember I warmed up by screaming in my car. And then by the time I marched into the studio, I was just like, all right, let's fucking go. I'm ready. Let's go. I gotta get some stuff out. Like, I gotta blow off some fucking steam.
Yeah! That's our wolf girl!
What tips can you give us to access our own primal rage? How do we do it? Tell us.
It's so intrinsic to me. I don't even know how I do it. Go out and punch a tree. No, don't do that. Please don't do that. I don't know. Just think of a time you were angry. Has everyone here been angry at one point in their lives?
Fuck yes!
There you
Sorry.
go. This is why I don't teach. I don't take Richard Horvitz's class.
Well, let's hear how primally angry you are at 27 a.m. Are you with me? Should we try? Alright. So I'm gonna count 3, 2, 1. I just want you all to scream really loudly. Until you're angry.
I know what to do.
You ready? You all up for it?
Hell yes.
You gotta do it. Don't leave me being the only one. You ready? 3, 2, 1.
That's so hard.
Give yourselves a round of applause. Love that. So, somebody was just smiling in the front going, You are so politely raging. I love it so much. Okay, we're going to hand it over to fan questions. Let's give a round of applause for this first part of the panel.
Oh yeah.
Stage manager Christina is over here. Hello. Say hello.
Hi. Hey
Please,
Christina.
everybody line up behind
Again.
Christina, and politely, please. Please mind your fellow fans. Right behind Christina. Yes, she'll direct you. I'm going to come down right now, and we're going to do fan questions. Okay. Keep lining up. Keep doing your thing. I'm coming down. Okay.
Unfortunately, since I don't got any questions, it's okay. Go ahead. Thank you so much, Millie. Sorry. I don't got any questions this time.
Questions?
Let's let the fans ask them
So everybody can
questions.
see you. And please say what your name is and what your question is.
Hold on.
How do you guys see all your characters like relating to each other?
How do you see your characters relating to each other and talking to each other?
Hold on.
I didn't have anything ready. I very much relate to how much Blitz loves Luna because I love Erica very much. I'm very protective over Erica. And and that's what I think. Did I answer that right?
Yes, you got that right. Was that sufficient?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Anyone else want to add anything?
Really what I said was great.
Erica, Christina?
Christina, how do you see each other's characters relating or talking to?
How do you see your characters relating or talking to one another?
Luna and Rosika? They never talk to each other. I don't think they ever
If they ever met. If they ever met.
I would never let my daughter.
I'm a bad influence.
I don't know, man. I feel like there might be a scrap, and then they'll probably go shopping after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Round of applause for this question, please. And you look amazing. And you look so good. And what? Hey, I like a t-shirt. Come stand here so they can see you. What's your name and what's your question?
Hi Monique. This is a question primarily for Vivian and Brandon's writers. Is there a joke or a line that you like one of your favorites, like something you're really proud of that this is said?
For Vivian and Brandon, a joke or line that you're very proud of.
Oh, a line that I love. Sorry, I fucked your husband.
What?
Because I don't know, but I think might be the only line that Blitz has said that I have too. So. Oh, was it your husband?
Yeah.
I said sorry.
Oh man, I mean, I need to probably have one of these at the ready. So the only thing I can think of is I was the one that wrote the episode about Mammon. And there's a line where he says women aren't funny. And I wrote that one. And I wrote that line. Because it's true.
Anyway.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Good to see you too. Thank you. Round of applause.
Yeah.
I feel like we have to be on tippy toes to see you guys. So say your name clearly and your question.
Hi, my name is Winter, and it's my birthday.
Happy birthday, man!
Thank you. So my question to all of you is, are we ever gonna get a crossover of the boss and husband hotel?
Thank you! I would love to ask that question.
I can't answer that. But I want one. I really want one. So fingers crossed.
Ditto. And so the other question that I want to ask is, which is your favorite scene from Helluva Boss?
Favorite scene from Helluva Boss? Who wants to start?
I liked episode 6, season 1, I liked the fight scene in the where Luna has the thing for the chain and she's ripping everyone up. I thought that. I'm very proud of my whole team, I think.
What about you guys' favorite scene?
I liked You Will Be Okay, that whole sequence, and All To You as well, yeah.
Erica?
I'd say my number one. I say it all the time, but the Luna Octavia scene from Seeing Stars is one of my favorites. But there's some really good stuff coming up that I'm excited about. So yeah, stay tuned.
Thank you. And I'm gonna do 3, 2, 1. And can we do it like happy birthday, please?
Oh yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Happy birthday to you!
Thank you very much. Thank you. Any other fellow Librans in the house? Librans? What are you doing? Hi, Libra. 3 people. 3 people. What's wrong?
I could just hear Stolas's, ex-wife saying, "What the fuck, Stolas?"
Okay, loud and clear. What's your name and what's your question? Really loud.
Hi, my name is Karina, and I just finished 2 seasons of Helluva, and I have to say the soundtrack is really amazing. So my question is for you guys, how was the process like for recording the vocals? And was there anything different about the process compared to other projects?
Well, in other projects, I don't get to wear what I slept in to work. It is kind of nice being able to just wear whatever you want. For all you know, I could be doing this show nude. I like not having to get into a costume. This is my one voice acting gig. This and has been. So I don't know, Eric. I mean, that's more of a question for the 2 of you.
I forgot the question. What is it?
Yeah, my question is, how was the process like for recording the vocals in the songs for Helluva?
Oh, for the songs. Oh, I haven't. I cannot comment.
So, we get the sheet music and the scratch tracks ahead of time, learn them, and we would record after the dialogue was recorded, just kind of straight into it. I'm not sure if it's too different from other times. Sometimes they'll schedule a separate session with like a different director and engineer for singing, but for this one, it's the same people. We have the composer, Sam, or...
Oh wait, I sang backup vocals or something at one point, but it was sandwiched like into my session, so it was just like it was just a couple like ooh la ooh la ooh la. It was really fun.
Part of a normal session. Sometimes we'll do it different. Obviously, Hasbin was different because there was so much music and some of the songs were so demanding that sometimes an actor will request a music session so they can focus just on that. Because it's like doing a full song. I mean, we end up doing like 30, 40 takes.
Oh, totally. For other projects that I've sung on, it's usually a separate session.
Yeah. So for Helluva, we usually do fold it in because the songs aren't usually too demanding. It depends on how much script there is. Like for example, with Bryce, recently we had a lot of efforts and some singing, and he did do both. But like we had to monitor, we had to like go back to the efforts because efforts obviously are very demanding on the voice, and so we didn't want his voice to be ruined for the song, So it just depends on the session, depends on the song, depends on all these things, kind of. But they were recorded the same.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Round of applause for this question, please. Hello, my dear. Hello. Okay, nice and loud and clear. Name and question.
Hi, I'm Emma. First of all, I really love the show. I named my car after Blitz.
Out with the silent O, name that car after.
Oh, thank you. My question for Brandon is, so much of your other content is like such physical comedy. How do you find yourself translating that over voice?
Well, Erica was there the day that she'll never let me forget this, so I'm going to beat it to it. I know, she always brings us up, so I'm going to do it first. On my first day during the pilot, that was my first day ever recording anything, just my voice, it's not on camera. And so there's a lot of blitz jumping in that pilot and doing efforts, and I was fully doing like this. You're not getting my voice, you know, you're getting every other word that I'm saying. And no one stopped me really, they just kind of let me do it. And I hear about it from Erica and Richard. How many years has it been? It's been 5 years? 4? Yeah, I think I hear about
that. He almost got a mic stand a few times. Like he would give this amazing take, and then they'd go, "Oh, okay, that was so good, but we just need it with you on the mic so we can get it."
It just feels weird going like and not moving your body.
Yeah, it's really different.
And that was hard for me to. It kind of looks a little dumb. So
that was one of the only sessions we got really big, like a lot of, I mean, now we're getting more behind the scenes footage too, but like that one we had a whole like documentation of, and so I want to at some point release that because it's such a I just remember that was like the start of it all, you know? It was like that, and then it was Richard, it was my first time meeting Richard, and he was so immediately warm and friendly, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be a good day. And then I already knew Brock, who voiced Stolas in the pilot. So it was like a great group of people. So I remember it very fondly.
Thank you for your question. Round of applause, please. Thank you. Come on up, my friends. Hello, loud and clear. Name and question. I like that you called me ma'am. Thank you, very polite. Okay, here we go. Name and question.
My name is Steven, and Monday is actually going to be my birthday.
Oh man, another birthday! Happy birthday to you!
Thank you. And first of all, 2 things. We're not worthy! We're not worthy! We're not worthy! And now, yeah, here's my question for Vivian. Will we ever get more Deary?
Probably, yeah, at some point. She's not very important, so, you know, but she's funny, so yes, at some point before the show is over, there will be more of that character. Yeah.
Can you say it as Deary would say it?
What?
Can you say it as Deary would say it? Like,
oh, okay, alright, okay. I'm gonna do the voice actor thing, I just got it, alright, cool, alright. Yeah, no. This is what you guys get all the time.
Stay here. 3, 2, 1, then happy birthday, alright? We've got another one. 3, 2, 1.
Happy birthday!
Applause. Thank you so much, friend. Thank you. Come on up.
Almost lost my voice there.
Super loud and clear. Name and question.
Hi, my name is Alicia. How do you think if all of you, how do you think how the internet changed the animation industry? The internet, like YouTube, changed the animation in the industry.
How has YouTube changed the animation industry?
I mean, massively. Obviously, like Hasbin was, you know, not the first indie animation ever. No, like there's been indie animation for as long as there's been animation. But I think YouTube changed the game because when I released the Hasbin pilot, it found an audience that, you know, the studios might not have known existed, or they might not have trusted existed, because I think there's, especially in traditional media, there's so much they're scared to try new ideas, there's a lot of red tape, and there's a lot of executive and people who are looking down and making sure that it reaches the biggest audience possible, and you know, and it's because there's millions of dollars wrapped up in it, so like it makes sense, but it's also so hindering. And I think so many good ideas that could have found an audience are, you know, shelved or they don't make it. And what I love about YouTube is I think with Has Been, I proved like something weird and something queer and something like a musical adult comedy that doesn't look like Family Guy and is super queer can find an audience and be successful, because that's not really a thing. And so that was something I think really like opened the door, and now we've got so many other indie projects that are successful. You know, I think the one I'm sure every single person in this room knows is Digital Circus, which broke records.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's one of those things where I'm like, now that there's projects like mine and that one that's like blowing the roof off of like traditional media's like numbers, I feel like it is the new place to get your start. And I think that like I'm a big advocate for just make it, you know, because I think the studios are now looking, and so if you make something and it resonates, there's a very high chance that it might have a bigger life, you know, because it's proven. I think it's a huge benefit.
Thank you, Vivian. Good question. Thank you. Round of applause for this question, please. Woo! Okay. Supervisor Karen, here we go. Because there's such feedback. Okay, go for it. Name, question.
My name is Evan, and first of all, I love the show, and there's an iconic line from Blitz that I say like all the time, and that line is Christ on a stick.
Christ on a stick.
It's catchphrase. We write it a lot into scripts.
Christ on, yeah.
And my question is, can you just act like your characters for like a couple minutes?
Couple minutes. Like 40 seconds.
Or 5. They just said 5. Okay, no, let's go for 30 seconds.
Okay, is my mom...
Let's do 30 seconds. You ready? Hi guys, so are you enjoying LA Comic-Con?
No.
I'm here for the corn dogs.
Alright, LA Comic Con. Y'all ready to get fucked up and make some bitchin' bad choices? Sorry, Mom.
Can you describe the flavor of a corn dog? I've never had one being a Scottish person. Please describe the flavor and your character.
I mean, my dad loves choking on dick, so he's probably the best way to describe it.
That is not true. I do not choke.
I want a corn dog now. Really hungry. Really hungry.
Oh, wait, we're talking about corn dogs. The food truck outside, you can stuff one up there, whatever you wear, wherever you want them. They're great. You can put them any place.
Is that okay? We did 30 seconds. Thank you so much. Give a round of applause, please. Very curious about corn dogs now. I'm corn dog curious, you guys. Okay, loud and clear. Name and question, friend.
Sure. Hi, I'm Tony, and this question is directed to Brandon and Vivian.
Who is it?
So, does Blitz have a dad?
Ooh.
He does. Blitz's dad is not a very liked entity in this show. Just so y'all know, this is my dad. I love you. I love you. Thank you for not selling me into show business. I sold my own soul on my own. So, does he have it? Yeah, it's a piece of shit.
Good to know, Brandon. Love you guys.
I love you.
See you later. Yeah, let's give it a round of applause for Blitz's daddy, or Brandon's daddy.
Please don't trip. Please don't trip. Okay, my friend, straight up here. Loud and clear. Name and question, friend.
My name is Gordon Well, sorry. I'm the guy who met you yesterday. Okay, so
Welcome back.
question. When was the first time when was the first time that you ever heard of the franchise? Of the franchise?
Of the what?
When was the first time you ever heard of the franchise?
Franchise?
First time you ever heard of the franchise?
Oh, of Helluva Boss, you mean? It was, Viv, what, was it 2019 or 18, 20, what year was it?
Might have been 2018.
It was
19, I think, is when it came out.
There was a point in time when Helluva Boss merely existed as a page in a binder that Viv brought to me and showed me. It was then a page among a few other shows. That was the first time I had heard of it, and it was Helluva Boss, and what was it, like 2 other shows that you had?
There was 2 other adult shows that may or may not happen someday. Totally unrelated. They were not Helluva shows.
Yeah, and in a lineup of 3 different shows that I had never heard of, Helluva stuck out to me the most, and I immediately fell in love with it. I'm like, oh, a workplace comedy in hell, and I get to be the boss? This is amazing, yeah. My first idea that I remember, like, I was afraid to contribute anything because Viv already had this world established, but I was like, what if we go up to Earth for part of the show and we show them killing people on Earth? Because I think they were originally supposed to be assassins only within hell, was that it? Or did they go up to Earth?
I remember, I'd have to go find it, but yeah.
But I like that we started, and I wanted to start in school. And then you see the teacher do a murder homicide. I think that's
I think that was all your idea.
Strong start.
Round of applause for this question, please. Woo! Thank you, friend. Come on up. You look nice and cozy. What is your name and what is your question, my friend?
Hi, I'm Shannon, and coming to you dressed as Fat Nuggets. Anyway, my question is for Brandon and Vivian. So, how would you describe the relationship between the V's? You know, Vox, Val, and Velvet. Because I've seen people who ship them, who think of them as more platonic, or, you know, outside of the news that dropped where in the last season where Vox and Val kissed. So I want to know, how would you describe the relationship?
I mean, I feel like a lot of their dynamic is in that first season. Obviously, they're not super major characters in the first season, but they're very big in the second season, which is why I'm like, I don't know, I'm getting into like dangerous waters, because they are a big part of season 2. So if I can't answer this satisfactorily, it will definitely be answered in the next season. But their dynamics, I feel like, are really on display. So however you choose to read into it is probably accurate. So.
Thank you very much. Round of applause for this question. Thank you, friend. Dude, come on up. I recognize you. Oh, you look amazing. What's your name and what's your question? Nice and loud.
Hi, my name's Alex, and I was curious how you went about connecting with Steve Horace, getting him on the show, and was like working with him. Sorry, Richard Holt.
Richard. I like to physically assault him in the face whenever we're in the booth. It's fun to punch Richard. He's just got a real punchable demeanor. He takes it like a real Horvitz. I don't know. What is it like working with him?
I mean, it's great. I work with Richard a lot because he voice directs for both shows, so every record session basically. And he's great. He'll start singing a song and not stop until it's done. That's been hard to get used to. I mean, it's great, but it's also like, he'll start like a song from Hamilton, and you know that goes for like 5 minutes. Yeah, and it'll just go.
He does not stop singing. I think he's always the main character everywhere he goes.
Yeah.
He brings that energy to him, and you'll wait till he's finished singing.
Thank you very much. Round of applause, please. Hello, my friends. Stand right here. Loud and clear. Name and question.
My name is Sonia, and I was wondering, who's your guys' least favorite character?
Your least favorite character. Who wants to
would you ask that? Yeah, man, what's your least favorite character that you made? Brendan Rangers. I think that guy's a hack.
Anyone else want to answer? Favorite?
Well, for Rossica, it's very obvious. But I actually love Blitzo, so...
Moxie, because fuck him.
Yeah, I'm gonna double down and say Moxie.
Hell yeah!
Thank you very much. Round of applause, please. Hello, my friends. Super loaded, clear name question.
My name is Sebastian, and I'd like to know what is the wildest fan theory you guys have heard?
Only because this one has been answered. And actually, I don't think this is the wildest one because I can almost see the thread. But the Wally is Mammon one. I was like, what? But, I see it. I kind of see it. I was like, they're both like kind of salesman-y, I guess. Like nobody met Mammon yet. But no, they're not the same. I hope that's clear after the episode. But yeah. That one was really funny for a while. But I don't think it's the wildest, but that's the one that I think is the easiest to say as well.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your question. Round of applause.
Thank you.
You look amazing. Please stand clear. Loud and clear. Name a question.
Hello, my name is Isaiah, and my question is, going into the modern entertainment independent industry, knowing you're up against all these big name entertainment companies and names, what is something that you look forward to the most, or something that has kept you going?
Wow. Okay, that's quite a question. Who wants to answer? So going up against all of these other independent companies, you said? Big names, big companies in the industry, how do you keep going? How do you keep motivated?
Well, I think it's unhealthy to compare. So inherently, I think if you're viewing other shows or studios or whatever as competition, I think that's doing yourself a disservice because you're never going to be the most accoladed, famous, I mean, like, if we did that, I'd cry every night that we're not Arcane, Like, there's no point. So, to me, I'm like, I don't feel that. Like, before my shows got picked up, I was just thankful that we might be able to make more. So, at the end of the day, I think my only concern is, like, I want to tell these stories. So I want them to succeed as well. So we work our asses off to make the best quality, show possible, from the writing to the acting to the visuals, which I'm very proud of. So I'm very proud of my show. And I think like you just kind of have to keep going because like there's always going to be someone who gets more views or is more considered better or whatever. Like you're always going to get that. And if you compare yourself to that or you compare yourself to and I did early on in my career, so I think it's okay to, but I think pretty early on I actually had a wake-up call from my best friend Sam because there was another creator around my age, I will not name who they are, but like there were another creator around my age and they just accomplished so much, and I was like oh, they're getting another show or another movie and like I'm still working so hard, like God, like, and it wasn't even like a why can't that be me, it was more like what makes their work so good, whatever. And she kind of looked at me and she was like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, really? Like, well, firstly, you're not them. Secondly, like, why does it matter? Because like you'll get there, and if you don't, whatever, but who cares? Like, it was just such a brutal, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like calm down. And I needed that. I needed that moment. And that was years ago now, but that was such a like nice moment of like, yeah, you're right. Because like that person, never met them, don't know their struggle. I don't know, especially now having a show on Amazon and all this, you don't know what creators have to go through to like all the development, all the production, all the like work and all the like behind the scenes. So I have no idea what that creator went through to get to where they were. And now I know, because now I'm kind of in that position, and it was very humbling. And so I think back on that time where I was a little bit more like, again, this was before any of them had come out, and I was just like in this like, am I going to do anything with my life? Am I ever going to be successful? And it was a very nice moment, like humbling moment, to have someone that I love and trust go, that's not the right mindset, get out of that mindset. And it's really nice to be free of that feeling that I have to be at a certain level just because someone else is my age or in the same field as me, or they have a show on the same platform. Like, you never should. You should always be proud of what you're making and move forward with it. I'm sorry, that's such a long answer. But
thank you, Vivian. Great answer. Thank you. Round of applause for that question. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello, my dear. You look amazing. Oh my goodness, you look gorgeous. Okay, what's your name and question? Super loud, please.
Hi, I'm Catherine. I first want to say, Brandon, I love you. I love your original YouTube content, and I love you in both Has-Been and Helluva Boss.
I love you too.
My question, sorry. My question is for Christina. You've done a lot of voices. Specifically in, Helluva Boss and Miraculous. How do you go from a kid-friendly show to a show where it's swearing and sexual and just genuinely, you can be out there?
I'm used to a certain level of like hopping around from personality to personality. I will say I'm much more Veronica-like than I am Marinette. I think I used to be a Marinette, but these days I'm definitely more Veronica. The hero's journey, yes. But what I really loved about Veronica is, especially when we were first starting, I was still processing a lot of my own relationship woes. So it was very helpful to see that in a character. Yeah, it takes a certain kind of mental disconnect to be able to be different personalities from session to session, but it's maybe the best part about the job. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello there, please step on up. What is your name and question?
My name's Christina, and my question is, what's your favorite line that your character used to say?
What is your favorite line that your character has said?
The one where I fucked the husband.
Anyone else?
They let me out because I'm still famous. And rehab is for sad loser wash-ups. So your sister's high.
Shut the fuck up!
Thank you very much. Round of applause, please. Thank you. Please come on up. All right, friends. Name and question, super loud and clear.
Hi, my name is Nick, and I just want to say first of all that I think Helluva Boss and especially Has-Been Hotel has been like pushing like how like smaller creators can like expand to the bigger places. So I'm very grateful for that. And my question was about with the development of the recent shorts that have been the Helluva shorts on YouTube. Like, what's the difference between developing those and larger episodes? And are you interested in creating Has-Been Hotel shorts?
I mean, I would love to. That one's logistically a little trickier. Has-Been is the Amazon entity, so, but I would love to talk to them about that because I personally think more has been content. Just I love those characters to death. But with Helluva, it just made sense because, especially since we wanted to have more content out, especially during because obviously. We haven't gotten to the end of the season yet, but I already know that it's going to be a big, we want to do a more traditional release. So we don't want it to be these we're working to a deadline to get an episode out every 3 months. We want it to be more like the way it's been this year where they're relatively a month apart kind of, or just a more structured release. Maybe even weekly or just something like that. We haven't quite figured it out, but I think because of that, it's going to be a bigger week. And so we were anticipating that, and we're well, we don't want to leave you guys with just no content for this massive amount of time. So the shorts are kind of we're a solution for that. And it also turns creatively into a thing where we were well, the shorts can be funnier. They can be we're not held to the story of the show, so we can explore new characters, we can explore our minor characters, and we can also kind of go back to the roots of the show. And so that's why so many of them have been missions, because it's we kind of did notice, especially me, I got very conscious that the show did move more in a narrative direction, and that's just kind of how I am as a storyteller. I was I can't just not, this is clearly where the heart of the show is, and we're going to go this direction. And I love it, but I think there is an element of, it was nice to just kind of do the goofy shit. And the shorts are getting crazier and crazier.
I think the last one, just personally, that came out, that's my favorite. And Viv wrote that one, by the way. And Chupra Kadupra.
The Chupacabra!
With you. I think the Chupacabra was not this one.
What was the original
It was probably just, I'm the Chupacabra and I'm gonna fuck you all, and then you were
where the hell did I pull
I don't know.
from?
Maybe it was, I don't remember. I feel like that was a you-ism.
Probably was. Yeah, I like to change as many words as possible and see if they'll let me do it.
I was actually gonna say, give Brandon and Vivian their flowers on that, because they write, but they also let us improvise and add things, and a lot of times they end up keeping it. So it's really
always better.
They're not completely married, to exactly what's written on the page. So it's great. It's a great opportunity to play.
Thank you. Round of applause. Thank you.
Okay, we've got 10-ish minutes, so keep your questions to one question each, if that's okay. You look amazing. What's your name and question?
So my name is Kieran Scott Griffiths, and this is a question for Viv, right? I noticed that in episode 9 of season 2, there was a Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy detail. So, and I found that really cool. Do you watch the show?
The Harley Quinn animated show?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one's great.
So, I think my dad works on that show.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Completely. That's with the word dad. Give your dad all the praise for me. It's a great show.
Thank you so much.
Yeah!
Round of applause, please. Hello, you look incredible. Please stand here. Okay, name and question. Let's go.
Hi, my name is Stella, and so someone, obviously Helluva's home to many iconic lines. Someone else already asked what your favorite line from your character was. What's your favorite line from another character?
Favorite line from another character?
I like Moxie's coffee order. I wonder if anyone's ever ordered that, and how long they've been a diabetic now for.
I think someone has. I don't advise it. Anyone else? Nope. I really like your.
I am not a bottom.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Round of applause, please. Hello, you look great. Stand right here, my friend. Okay, name and question.
Hi, my name is Red. Sorry, I just love the show so much, both Hasbin and Helluva. I'm autistic, and I have seen so much of myself as an autistic person in the show, and I was just wondering if that if any of the characters from either Hasbin or Helluva are neurodivergent, autistic, like, is that canon?
Well, I don't like to canonize things that like aren't 100% intentional. That said, I mean, I think a lot of the characters, a lot of people have already read as neurodivergent, and I think it's an absolutely fair read. I mean, I have ADHD, so I think naturally being a writer, I put that into a lot of my characters because that's how I know. And then I think some of the other writers, like, I mean, obviously I don't want to diagnose, but I feel like everyone kind of puts in kind of a part of themselves. So there's a lot of neurodivergence making the show. That said, I do know we have a plan for like a 100% like this character is like, you know, written to be an autistic character in the future. But as of this second, I think it is just kind of vibes. If you connect with the character, it's very, very possible that it's an accurate read of the character.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh my gosh, you look amazing. What's your name and question?
My name's Diamond. My question is, yesterday I was cosplaying Lucifer, and I want to know, will we get more of him?
More Lucifer?
More Lucifer. Will we get more?
I can say more. That's all I can say, to be safe. But, yes.
Thank you. Round of applause. Hello, you awesome. You all look you look so great. Okay, name and question, let's go.
Hi, I'm Jay, and I was wondering what it's like as voice actors and as a director to work with the animation team.
What's it like working with the animation team as actors and directors?
Working with the animation team is a little bit of a one-way mirror in the sense that they have to hear us a lot, and we're already gone from the project by the time they even start. That being said, sometimes the animators will come up with stuff that's fucking phenomenal and we didn't voice it, so Viv will give us a call and say, hey, I really like what these animators did. Can you come back and make sounds that look like what your character's doing here? So it does, you know, sometimes it can affect, you know, we have to come back in because the animation is just so great. We have to like now match those, you know, whatever. Or maybe let's look like he was saying a line louder than I said it. So then I come back in and I say it louder to match what the animator did. You know?
No, I don't directly interact with the animation team except at a few events, and they've been absolutely incredible. But I maintain that I could just be making fart noises and the animation team would make it look and sound amazing. So yeah, like, yeah, I feel like the animation does so much heavy lifting in this show, so lucky to be a part of it, happy they're making us look good. Yeah, they're amazing, for sure.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, hello, my dear. You look so great. Okay, what's your name and what's your question?
My name is Zelda, and what's your favorite character you've ever played? Ever played?
Yes. Thank you.
I will not be offended if it's not for my show.
I truly don't have one. I love them all for different reasons. I know that's a boring answer, but I don't think I could pick. Yeah.
It really just depends on what mood I'm in. That's going to be the character. Sometimes I feel like playing a happy character. Some days I feel like playing a character who gets bulldozed. Yeah, I like to keep it pretty fluid. That's the greatest thing about being an actor. I think it's just boring to be one person your whole life, or play one character. You know, it's like, you know.
I'll pick. Okay, I have a top 3, okay? Well, maybe a top 4, maybe a top 5.
See what I mean?
Okay, let me see. I love Ladybug, of course.
Yes!
Helluva from Hunter x Hunter was really fun.
Woo!
Verosika. I love getting to sing. And Hop the Pig.
Ooh.
Thank
And
you.
Shantae.
Is it Zelda? Thank you. Round of applause for Zelda, please. Thank you very much. Okay, next up. Oh my goodness, you are so cute. What is your name and what's your question, my dear?
My name is Dan. You know, like episode 7 of like Helluva Boss?
You know it? Episode 7 of Helluva Boss, and what's your question?
It So, you know that part, like, where Blitzo went, like, I really had to throw up.
And what was to throw up? I had to throw up? But is that in episode 7 or 8?
I feel like he's thrown up in a few episodes.
Okay.
In all fairness, well, what's happening in the scene?
Yeah, what was happening? Describe the scene to us.
Okay, so my question was like, what made him throw up in the
What
dream?
made me throw up? Is something
What made you throw up?
What made me throw up?
Yes.
Verosika walked in the room.
Is that sufficient? Yes. Thank you so much. We are fast running out of time, so we're gonna speed round if that's okay. So let's go. You look amazing. Name and question. Let's go.
Hi, my name is Javin and I'm autism. I have a question for Alastair. Hey Alastair, do you fall in love with Angel Dust?
Oh no!
Does Alistair fall in love with Angel Dust? I'm holding back a more visceral reaction. I'm gonna say no, because no.
Yeah, no.
But if you can have fun, ship what you want.
Thank you for your question. You look great. Okay, next up, let's go. I want to get through everybody because you guys have been waiting for ages. Name and question. Let's go.
Hey, what's up? My name is Chris. Got a question for Ms. Viv. Having gone through 2 shows, like front and back the whole process, what would you kind of go back in time and apply with what you know now for anybody out there who's kind of at the beginning of their journey being a showrunner and stuff? Go ahead.
This is a good one, right? I can get work on y'all right fast. Get a lawyer. No, I'm not kidding. You know, I actually said this at Annecy recently. So this is for the art students. This is for the people who are serious about wanting to do what I do. Yeah, like literally, I learned so much. It's like contracts and lawyers are important because anytime you're working with a team, you just need everybody to understand what they're doing. And you need everyone to understand, you know, hey, like, this is a project from me, you're working on it, but like, you know, I'm paying you to work on, you know, just simple things like that. Because you don't think it matters, but it does if you want your project to become as big and as like professional. So that's my biggest thing going back because, you know, in the early days it was so free for all and it was so like, let's just work as friends and like, obviously everything was, you know, there was a budget and everything, but it gets so different the bigger the project gets. And then you have to kind of go back and be like, oh, you know, so that's my biggest advice and my advice for any artist wanting to pitch, because even like, let's take like the pilot stuff out of it. When you're pitching, it's great to have a lawyer because that person is the person that's going to fight for a fair deal and ownership and rights and all those things for you. And I think that's more important than ever now because we see so many times shows will get pitched and maybe they'll get shelved. And that lawyer is there to fight for like, all right, well, let's say you guys don't make it, you get it back, you know, and things like that. So that's why I advocate for it because it's not just, you know, it's not a big fancy thing. You can hire somebody to just work, you know, for you for the time you need them. But it really is about protecting you and your rights because, you know, art, especially animation, it becomes a business and you have to like kind of, you have to like own yourself and own your idea and you have to like, you know, so it's not a fun answer, but it is like genuinely like on top of the list. I was like, I wish I had NDAs, like proper NDAs, proper like XYZ, you know, because like the bigger something gets, the less like you're protected, and the less protected you are, the more vulnerable you are. And I think it's just important to be as like up, you know, up to snuff. And I think people working with you also respect that because there's an understanding, you know. So that's my biggest advice for anyone wanting to make a project, like especially one that you want to have a bigger one.
Thank you. Now guys on the stage, we have 3 minutes and 6 people. Can we do a speed round? Can we do this? Let's get through. Okay.
Any big long
name, question, let's go.
Okay, my name is Ian, and I want to ask, why does Blitz always have cheese and ketchup on it?
It's not ketchup. Everyone thinks it's ketchup.
Sauce.
It's hot sauce.
Speed round.
All right.
Come on up. Name question. Let's go.
Hi, my name is Kit.
You had Grandpa meet Blitz and Moxie. Would any of your other characters meet the IMP?
I think a handful of them have had their run-ins with IMP. Yeah.
Thank you. Speed rounds, let's go.
Number 4.
I want to get through everybody. Name a question.
Jaden, I've been a big fan of the Gorishas, and I'm just wondering, besides the ones that are going to show up in the upcoming episodes, are you planning to introduce the other 72?
Probably not all 72, but we definitely see a lot more in season 3. I'll say that.
Thank you. Take a seat. Looking good. Name a question.
Hello, my name is Celeste. My question is, out of all the shorts, like including season 1, season 2, and the shorts, what is your favorite scene? And also, you guys have inspired me to become a voice actor.
Oh, that's
Favorite
sweet.
scene.
The Chupacadupra.
Thank you. What were you guys want to add anything real quick?
I watched that episode a little bit ago in the screening, and it was hilarious. Yeah, it's so funny.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Good luck with your voice career. Okay, name a question.
Wish you the best of luck.
My name's Robert. I have a question for Miss Vinny. Have you ever thought about making a movie version of Helluva?
Movie version. Have you thought about it?
I would love to. My dream is feature, so I would love to. It's not in the cards at the moment because we're making the show, but after the show's done, who knows? I would love to do that. Love to do that.
Okay, thank you very much. Last but not least, name and question. Let's go.
My name's Andrew, and I wanted to know how was it like being on We Are Boo Boo short for Brandon? What was it like? Yeah, for We Are Boo Boo.
It was fun. The stab. I just want that was not a reference to Has Been, by the way. The stab at the end. It wasn't. That was before. Yeah, people were like, "Oh, was that a Nifty reference?" And I think that was before I had seen.
No, yeah, it was.
That was well before I'd ever seen that episode. So that was a pure coincidence that I killed her the same way.
Did that for fun.
Because it's fun. If I was to kill a fan, that's how I do it.
Stay there. Thank you very much. Round of applause for the fans and coming back on stage.
All right.
Oh my god. Okay, my knees. The heels. I want to do one last thing before you guys leave the stage. And I'm going to get a video. I want you all. By the round of applause for the fans. Very quickly. Before we say goodbye to these guys, I want you all to shout at the top of your voices, shut the up. Can you do that?
Oh, that's easy.
Guys, do you want to take center stage? Let's do it. All right. Really loud, okay? You ready? I want to wake up the whole convention hall. Face here. Yeah, I'll get you. Okay. And count of 3, 2, 1, we're going to go shut the fuck up. Are you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Shut the fuck up!
Please give a round of applause for Brandon Viziepop.
And ladies and gentlemen, that was Helluva Boss. Thank you, everybody.
Stay here, everybody. Stand up. We're going to do a little selfie.
Oh, here we go again. Oh. All right, thank you guys. Hey, this is Jonathan here. I'm the cameraman who's actually been filming this today, and I just got one, count them, one out of the panels that I wanted to get. More will be coming soon. In the meantime, thank you for watching my channel. Hope to see you guys in the future, even though that you might see more videos coming from me. See you then.